guys, it's Thursday. I was meaning to tune in with you early on this week, but life happened, and Tuesday night my boyfriend came home and had injured his eye. So I have spent the last couple of days practicing like the nurse skills I don't really have, and so days have just gone by with work and taking care of him. He's going to be alright, but he is currently walking around looking like a parrot, with a patch on his eye, and he's in pain, so I feel very sorry for him. Red or brown? I'm gonna go red. It's been quite a long week of juggling work and helping him out, so I thought it would be lovely to just get out of the house for a bit. I'm gonna take some of the nearby thrift shops, see if I can find a cabinet for the living room. I really want to find something before Christmas. That's like the aim. This almost has like an orange tone to it. It's not as red as I thought it would be. So I think it's more like an autumn kind of shaded red. That makes sense to me. And then once we get back from thrifting, I am going to answer some questions that you have left me under the community tab, such as when are we going to meet your boyfriend? So stay tuned for a chatty Q&A. And yeah, I've been working really hard on a part 2 Christmas collection this week, and this one with Christmas kimono is going to come out, and I love it so much. It's made of cotton. You can wear it home, and you can also like style it up and wear it on top of an outfit as a cardigan. So it's very versatile and it's so lovely. It's going to be a limited edition, so if you want to twin up with me this Christmas, then this is out once this video is out, along with some lovely new jewelry. These are the earrings, and they are so beautiful, very simple and elegant. I love those. I could have worn my robe today, but instead I'm going to wear this dress, the suede dress with the embroidery from a recent video. I want to style that up. If you don't remember, this is the embroidery. Zippers on the back, and me is like do 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 do.
The first thrift shop of the day is always super neat and organized with different departments, so you know where to go if you need something for your kids, some menswear. I did look through the women's clothes, and I quite liked this golden velvet top. It was in a size large though. But finding vintage in the city is not easy. If you find something, you've been really lucky. So I decided to move on into the furniture department. That is a reason why I'm here. And I found these red velvet chairs. Elise back in the day would have been like bleeding to just bring these back home. And then I found the first cabinet option. That wasn't the best. A beautiful crystal carafe. The furniture department was quite packed, but unfortunately not with what I was looking for. The second cabinet option was this one, but it would just be another massive project for me. Some teapots. I like this one. thought this was cute, the small container. This was pretty. I found a porcelain dog, small one.
Bread with feta and spinach. Because I realized the moment I got into my car that I've not had anything to eat today.
The second thrift shop of the day is one that I always have low expectations to. I think the prices are quite high and they rarely have vintage clothing. They did have this cabinet that was beautiful, really well made, and this antique chair. Probably not comfortable, but it's impressive. What do you think about this? Is it cringe or cool? And then I decided to look through the clothes and just give it a chance. It is a very well organized department, but there was not one single piece of vintage to find in here today. I quite liked these decorated containers. Buch, and I found a braided basket. Can't leave them behind. The furniture department was quite thin. There was nothing really like the cabinet I was looking for. They did have this drawer. And I mean, if I had that big house, it's beautiful. On my way up to the register, I found this embroidered pillow. So lucky. The third thrift shop of the day is right next to the second one, and it's also not a great place to find vintage clothing. I did decide to give it a chance. I liked this skirt, and then I found this sweater, and then I found this sweater. What a lucky day. Looked through the bags. This was tiny, and then they had the suitcase. That was quite cool. I looked through some Christmas decor. This is very traditional Danish Christmas decorations. And I liked these made of fabric. Some beautiful ceramic. This was very expensive, but very beautiful. I liked this one. And this was also very pricey, this clay ball.
This is one of my purchases. I bought this plant table. I love that it's so big, and these things are usually quite pricey. So this one was a good purchase. I still don't know if I'm going to paint it. It has the dark wooden shade that I have in a few different places. So it all depends where I'm gonna use it down the line. Most of the things I bought are gonna be for Bohemian Wonders, but I did also find a few things that I'm going to keep for myself. I bought 2 Christmas decorations, the small tree and a hat that I'm gonna hang up in the showroom tomorrow. Then we have a small basket. I thought I could use that for my new postcard. My Christmas postcard is done and printed. I'll show you that when we get to the showroom tomorrow. And I also found a bigger braided basket. I bought a set. It's very simple, very elegant. A candle holder and this small vase that you can also use for like pencils or makeup brushes. I bought this one. I think it's so, like, it's simple. I love the color scheme. I love that it is like autumn. The pillow, of course, such a good find. Like, this is so beautiful. And then I found some clothing pieces. including another small embroidered bag. I don't know how I've been so lucky finding those lately. Then I bought 3 sweaters. I found this one and it has the price tag from when it was in a boutique somewhere, like before the thrift shop. It was 450 and it's also so cute. The other 2 here are a bit different. I love this color scheme. And the last one is very autumn, but I love this one. So that was everything I bought. I am cooking up some lunch for my boyfriend and I. He's still in the bedroom. It's the only place in the house with curtains that you can fully close down and make it really dark. So yeah, he's a poor thing. I feel so sorry for him. Is this attached too much? Cozy here on the floor. As crazy as it might sound, the sun is about to go down and it's only 10 minutes past 3 o'clock. It's so hard to get used to it. It's really a question of adjustment these days. Wow, you just forget every single year when we get back to this, where minutes are taken every single day. It's difficult. I've just found my PC on which I have some of the questions you left me under the community tab yesterday. I tried to pick out some of the questions with the most thumbs ups. So here is first question. I haven't heard you talk about your mom and sister and brother in quite a while. How are they doing? I miss seeing them pop up in your videos. They are doing well, and like everyone is so busy. Back in the day, I used to film content with my sister once in a while, and that is in the past for a couple of reasons. First one being that she is really busy, and I also made kind of a decision at some point to not include my family and friends and boyfriends and such in my content. I've never been like a big person in like filming friends. It's something I try to keep very separate. But yeah, I did used to include my sister in some of my content, and that's just not, I just don't do that anymore. But everyone is doing well. Question number 2. Are you planning to introduce your boyfriend? How did you meet? Firstly, not planning anything. For now, it's not at all in the horizon that he's going to show up in a video and say hi. I think we have talked about like what would the baby step be in showing that I'm actually with someone and still not overshare. It's a bit tricky to find the right words, but how can I show, because I do sometimes want to show that I've met someone, and like how do I show that I have someone in my life without using him in my content as like, does it make sense? So down the line the first thing might be like sharing a picture on Instagram of the 2 of us. That's probably going to be the first introduction. And secondly, we met on Tinder. He was a Tinder date who is now my boyfriend, living with me with a patch on his eye. Life happens. Hi Elise, I often wonder about the little yellow summer cottage. Do you ever drive by to see how it's doing or what changes has been made? My boyfriend and I, we drove by this summer. I wanted to show him my cottage and I wanted to see what everything in the area looked like. And it looked pretty much the same. The only thing that had changed was like new things that had been planted in the front yard. And that was the main thing I could see. I could see that the curtain in the window was still there, and it looked very much like it did when I sold it to what looks like is like the perfect owner of Vinny. So yeah, I've been there once and it looks like Vinny is thriving, so I'm happy. The next question is one that I've received in like a few different forms. Did you decide not to move premises for your shop? I thought you might incorporate it in your home or one day in the future when you and your boyfriend buy a bigger home. Yeah, so the thing is that I think 6 months ago or something, I was really looking into a new store location. And it was like opening a door of thoughts and considerations. I realized a lot of things in that process when it comes to location. What do I need in terms of like the space, light, a whole lot of things. Like, do I want to fully run it as a web shop? Do I still want to have somewhere I can open up as a physical store? Had a lot of thoughts going on, and I think I've made it back to the point, or like the dream that I have had pretty much since day one. I think that I want to someday buy a house where I can run the web shop from. If I may dream a little, the dream is to have a lovely old Victorian romantic house with a lot of original features, and then maybe build or have like that word is gone, a second building for the web shop, so that I can have like my home and my work separately, but that I own the place where the web shop is located. That is definitely the goal and the dream. So I'm trying to stay put until, you know, we make it to the point where it makes sense to make that move. And like I've said before, please don't freak out. It's not something that we're not about to move somewhere new, but it's definitely still a dream that we share, that we want to live more on the countryside with less traffic noise and like have a bigger place. This is quite small, so we do dream. It is a dream. One last question, because the sun is going down. Vlogmas this year, I so look forward to it. I don't know if this person is asking me to make one video a day, because that is not going to be possible, I think, for me to ever do again in this lifetime. I honestly don't know how I managed everything back in the day. I have so much respect for past Elise and like how much I managed to produce all the time, but things have changed. I think my own, like the level of quality I expect from my productions has really risen since back in the day where I used to do Vlogmas. My content is a little bit different, so Vlogmas with a video every single day is not possible. I can't do it, but I am planning to make like Christmassy videos every single week, bake something like some Danish Christmas cookies and share the recipes, and maybe bring you to town, bring you to a Christmas market. I am going to make Christmassy content, but Vlogmas is not possible. I just I'm sorry, my leg is asleep. Ow, ow. I hope you enjoyed it. It's 3:30. The sun is going down. While I was putting lights on the fitting room and opening up the showroom, a lady walked in, and since then it's been Christmas Part 2 is out, and it's such a lovely collection. And my postcard I promised to show you is also done. I think it's so cute. You can buy these on the web shop. I also send them out with bigger orders throughout November and December. So yeah, I'm really happy with it. This video is coming to an end. I have to really get started editing now to have it out in time. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I know that the majority of this week's video was a Q&A, but it's been a little bit of a nuts week, another one of those. So I'm looking forward to a chilled weekend. Hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a thumbs up if you did. That would make me so happy. If you're still watching by now and you made it through the Q&A, please comment Friday down below. Have a lovely weekend. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next week.